Crow coin holders, I've got a video for you guys. Some interesting moves playing out in the markets. We're seeing Ethereum make nearly a 10% move in the past 24 hours to the upside. It's igniting some nice bullish price action for alts. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop into this video. Guys, I do want to say this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. And we're going to be talking about what's going on in these markets. It is my opinion, and that's it. All right, guys, so we're looking at crypto Twitter right now. Follow me at 3the3 Blacksea. I say you wake up tomorrow and see crypto.com burn 70 billion Crow coin again. What do you do next? What do you do next? Let me know in the comments below. What do you do next? You wake up and you see that crypto.com has burned the 70 billion coins. After they burned it, minted it, and they burned it again. I'll be honest, what I would do is I would be buying because I would think that we're going much, much higher. And right now, guys, obviously we did get that 70 billion mint, and we are seeing a 1.2 / I think it's 1.12 billion coins add to the circulating supply month over month over month until we reach a total of 100 billion Crow coins in circulating supply. Now, that is not the end of the world. I do believe that with more Crow coin, that does mean that we will be able to see more liquidity getting moved towards, say, marketing or really just adding more grants for builders on the Kronos chain and really setting us up for potentially new users to come to the Kronos chain. And that would be somewhat of a catalyst to send Crow coin higher. So I will look at the positive end of it. But when you look at Crow coin right now, we are testing a very important price level. We have broken below a very important support at 0.0830, and we are testing it to the upside. Really, really important here that we do make a closure above this yellow line at 0.0830. That being said, there's kind of some mixed signals playing out here on the daily time frame. You see on Market Cipher, you have a green dot on the volume, really usually indicating that's a bottom signal. But that being said, we are seeing the money flow is still significantly in the red. It does look like it's trying to curve back to the upside here. You see the VWAP coming up as well. I do expect that we probably see a little bit of relief here, especially if Bitcoin continues to play out the way it's doing. And guys, I'll be honest, Bitcoin dominance is flatlining while Bitcoin, but not only Bitcoin, alts are moving up at the same time, which is very, very important to me for me to be bullish on Crow coin, because you're seeing overall liquidity moving into the crypto space as a whole, okay? Not just specifically into Bitcoin. The liquidity is not moving around, because if you saw liquidity moving around from alts to Bitcoin or vice versa, you'd see a much more significant move in Bitcoin dominance. So in the short term here on Crow coin, I expect us probably to just tap around here about 0.0830 until we can finally see continuation and flip this level. Guys, this level right here is a magnet. You zoom out and you look at this level, how much time we've spent at 0.0830. A lot of time, guys, a lot of time. Crow coin loves to hit that level. But guys, I'll be honest with you, I do expect this to not be long-lasting, especially if we do see Bitcoin make new all-time highs in July, in Q3 specifically. If we see that play out, then I do expect to see Crow coin really start to front-run those Q4 gains and start to make our way probably about to 12 cents and hopefully higher, depending on what kind of velocity Bitcoin goes up. You know, if we go to 140,000 in Q3, you should expect some swift moves on some alts. And now what am I doing? I've been high leverage scalping, guys. That's all I've been doing in this time frame. I have my longer term positions that are really just spot positions. I had some larger leverage. I had $200,000 XRP trade that I was stopped out in the profit with. But right now, guys, all I'm really doing is looking at lower term time frames and high leverage scalping. And if you guys do want to do that, we have some awesome sign-on bonuses up in the description box down below or the pinned comment down below. You can do we have Blowfin, we have Weeks, we have, what else do we have? We have a ton of them of awesome promotions and sign-on bonuses. Take advantage of it. Blowfin is my favorite that I'm using right now, and they have some awesome promotions. Look at this. There's a $4.2 million prize pool where you can win a Cybertruck just based purely on trading volume. Pretty cool stuff. So looking at Crow coin, we're sitting at rank 37 right now, up about 3.44% in the past 24 hours. Really starting to get a little bit of a bounce here, right? Because Bitcoin is rallying and Ethereum is rallying more significantly. It's trying to really make up for lost time for Ethereum. We're still trading around like $2,500, $2,600. All-time high, we'll take a look at that later. But a nice little bounce on ETH, well, that creates altcoins to go up. It's as simple as that. You look at Kronos, like I said, we're barely below the key level of 0.0830. trading at a $2.56 billion market cap. And you can see the circulating supply is increasing slowly because we're seeing that 1.12 billion Crow coins add to the circulating supply month over month. But guys, you know, we're seeing a little bit of life here, seeing a little bit of a bounce. I like to see that. So this is what I really want to be talking about here. Why I think that there's good opportunity for Crow coin to make a bigger move in Q3. And if not in Q3, it will happen in Q4. In the short term, we really got to be paying attention to that level, though. The yellow line, 0.0830. If we do front run the Q4 gains, if Bitcoin does make a test and a stab at 110,000 new all-time highs in July, in August, then I do expect to see Crow coin make a nice, strong move to the upside. But if that doesn't happen until Q4, expect that sideways chop below and around 0.0830. But this is the most important thing I want to talk about. Bitcoin dominance, 64.27%. All right. We exclude stablecoins, 66.27%. Okay. Basically where we've been at for the past week or two, but we're seeing Ethereum make a big move. We're seeing Bitcoin make a test in all times. It's really just green across the board. So what that tells me is that there's liquidity moving into the crypto space as a whole, which is very bullish. And you look at Bitcoin really on the daily time frame, it's a little bit tricky to lay out. But you know, I talked about this in my XRP video from yesterday. This would be like a nice bullish W pattern, but you look at like these wicks, and it's just very, very typical of the fourth and final phase of the bull market cycle, where it's the most trappy, volatile price action, and it's very difficult to trade on the middle time frames. Whenever I'm trading right now, it's just high leverage scalping on short time frames. Like I'm talking like really like 15-minute, maybe even an hour at most, for any of my leverage trades at least. But guys, if you look at like the weekly time frame, it's quite bullish. It looks strong. The weekly still is red dot, green dot. Don't really like to see that, but really, if we close really anywhere above like 108,000 on a weekly time frame, that's very bullish, guys. Like that is, I would expect a breakout of new all-time highs into July, especially on the monthly as well. The monthly is strong. See a monthly candle closure above. Really, like, it'd be nice to see a monthly candle closure over 109,000. If we see that play out, I expect a further move and probably front-running Q4's gains into Q3, where we'll probably see a test of like probably 125,000, maybe if things get crazy, 140K. And if that does happen, guys, keep your eyes wide open for Crow coin and altcoins, because you're going to see a big move to the upside. Now, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, check out those awesome affiliate links down below. It really helps support this channel. We don't accept donations or anything like that. So if you want to help support, click those links, trade a little bit, deposit. That's all I got. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.